Hey guys, Damian Lewis with Prep Sports Nation here with the PSN Spotlight on the Cobb County Schools Basketball Media Day, which was held on Saturday. We were invited out and got a chance to speak with coaches and players about the upcoming 2020-2021 season, what it was like to not be together for the players the way they traditionally are over the summer, players having to work out individually, coaches having to coach through Zoom meetings, and then having a very small window to get ready for the upcoming season and be where they want to be when things get started here in the next week or so. So let's check out some of the comments and interviews from today.
We're still in the midst right now of building off that, especially coming off that Final Four loss and not being able to get in the gym in the summer and not being able to do anything, and then COVID hit, like I said, been sitting, not doing anything. So it's almost like day one. You know, it's almost like training camp, starting at day one, trying to build it up, trying to get back to that level we were on. I think adversity hit everybody, kind of hit us a little bit harder than most because with the loss of a couple of players transferring. So we're just building on what we have. We have the talent here still to make another run. The guys just got to come together, believe in the coaching, accept the coaching, and we'll be all right.
We got to trust what the coaches are giving us to do and buy into it, and we got to help the younger guys get ready and get everything going so when they get to the point and when they get to our position, they can be ready.
We're just going to keep working, just keep trying to go farther. We don't have any seniors this year, so the juniors will have to step up. And we have some good freshmen coming in. So I think we'll be able to make it just as far, if not farther.
It's good because we have 2 years with them since we're only juniors. So I think we can place our mark on them and get them right for whenever we're gone.
Well, we ended on a high note. We won the region for the first time in 29 years, so we were ready to get back in the gym. And I think it was just teaching us some patience, putting life in perspective, that it's just basketball and that things are bigger than what we can control. And so I think they are learning that at a very young age, and they're doing well with it. Adding to our success from last year, I'm trying to set it that winning the region is an expectation. It is not a goal. So that is one thing that we've embedded in these girls, and we have the same group girls that we had last year. So that is the expectation, and to go further in state, and that's our goal.
So I feel like this year we're really senior heavy and really junior heavy. In the past, we've had a lot of underclassmen, so just being it that we're all kind of on that upper level now and we can all be a leader and be there for each other, it definitely makes things easier. We really hold each other accountable as much as we possibly can, especially the underclassmen. When we would do Zoom sessions or we would try to just do workouts and be there for each other, I think it just made it easier that we've all been in this program for so long and we all know each other really well. So I think for us, that was almost one of the easier things to come out of it.
I think we just had to have a positive mindset and try not to dwell on the time that we lost. I think we just need to communicate, hold each other accountable, make sure everybody knows what they have to do, and just talk.
I mean, personally, I've been manifesting it since we didn't get to where we needed to be in the past years, so it's just kind of a manifestation thing, we speak into existence and try to always keep everybody on the same page, know what we need to do every time we go in the gym and just simple stuff like that.
The biggest thing for us is kind of gelling the new guys with the older guys. Got a good crew of seniors, 6 seniors coming back, most of which have been playing on the varsity since they were sophomores, so that helps in that don't have to do as much teaching. And the young guys can also learn from them and not just from coaches yelling and screaming at them. So that's been a good key, that you've essentially got 6 coaches out there in addition to the adult coaches. That's nice.
So we as seniors came up with this pillar, so it's parts. So we got a purpose. We want to all have a purpose. We got accountability. We want to hold everyone accountable to do their part as a team. We got resiliency. We want to make everyone keep fighting no matter what. And then we got tenacity as the last one. So never give up. So I think we want to make that the staple of our entire program for years to come, and make that a very important, show the younger kids how important that is to us, because as our last year, we want to, we kind of came up with that, and we want to leave our legacy for them.
As a junior, I've kind of been trying to be a leader on the team. I constantly encourage my teammates. I'm constantly telling them where to go, what to do. This isn't right, you need to do this, it's okay, like cheering them on. I want to make sure that we're ready for our season because like Malia said, we need to leave a legacy. And this is only my second year here, but I want to make sure that I leave a legacy as well as my teammates on this team.
Well, as soon as we were allowed to begin our 1-on-4 workouts, we tried to get the girls in the gym just to get them together as much as possible and working on their individual skills. We do have a lot of new people, a new mix of people this season, so just trying to provide opportunities for the girls to get to know each other and to hang out. And we've kind of slimmed down and focused on more game priority. So we don't have as much fluff, I guess you could say, in the playbook, but we're focusing on just a few things right now to get down and do really well so that we're prepared for the first game. And as the season progresses, we'll add, some of the other aspects of the team game in, maybe some wrinkles onto the concepts and the setups where we've got in now.
Definitely the summer hurt us by not being able to participate, especially with losing so many girls the previous year. I had 7 seniors last year, so we knew we was going to be young and we needed that togetherness this summer to help build the program. So when they canceled that, that really hurt, and then the girls have to work individually, which, you hope they're doing the right thing, but, their individual work was going to come together and gel as a team. So that was hard for us. And then seeing it now, realizing we have more work to do and that some teams are ahead of us, we know we got everything, hard for us this year, but we're gonna go at it real hard.
It's kind of as our job as seniors to bring our other girls up so that after we leave, the program can still keep going and keep excelling and everything. So it is our job to help the freshmen and incoming freshmen to stay on top of their games, keep working out, keep practicing, and stay on top of what they need to do. So that's what we do, and that's what our goal is right now for as seniors.
We just want to take the way we were playing at the end of the year and carry it on to this year and see if we can take one more jump, and get to a state final, win another state championship. And we were really close last year, and I think most of it due to the fact that these guys sacrificed a lot of their game. They did a great job of fitting into a system that we had last year. Now the system fits around them, and I think they were waiting on that. They were ready for that, and hopefully we'll build on the chemistry that they developed over that year, and add some new pieces to it, and see if we can make a run at it.
I feel like just being the vocal leader and just talk a lot, make sure everybody where they need to be on offense and defense, and helping all the young guys and put them in their spots and stuff, and just talking, because talking makes everything easier. So the more you talk, the easier it gets.
I think it's very important, because what we do, they look at everything that we do. So if we slacking in practice, they're going to slack in practice. They feel like they don't got to come, then if we don't feel like we don't got to come, then they don't got to come. So basically, everything that we do, they watch. So I just got to make sure, to do my part in showing what needs to be done in practice and how we're going to have this team run, and even in the games, just communicating and not just getting on them, just yelling at them and just saying, putting them down, but, keeping each other uplifted if they make a mistake and just telling them what to do instead of just yelling at them.
Coming off of having great leaders last year, I feel like they really prepared me personally to step up into the leadership role, and I feel like I have to be more accountable for myself to do what Coach Beanie asks, so I can be that role model for our team and for the younger girls that we have coming in this year.
Our goal is always to go to state every year. We always want to play in region championship games, and we always want to go to state, and so we're not changing that. We know we have a tough road ahead of us. It's always a tough region that we're in, but we think we can do it, and we're going to take care of the details, and we're going to try to outwork our opponents, and we're going to make sure we're ready. We know scouting reports and that we're sound in what we're doing defensively, and offensively we're going to push the ball and say, look, I hope you're in as good a shape as we are, because we're going to be in shape this year.
We underachieved as a team last year. These guys know that. I tell them that. We did not live up to the Pellsbury expectation at all last year as coaches, players, and as a program. So this year, we've gone back to the basics and the things that we've done to make Pebblebrook a household name in basketball. So it's back to the basics, back to Pebblebrook style of basketball. That's fast, that's defensive. So we just got to go back and do what we've done in years past to be successful, and that's what these guys have bought into.
No disrespect to boys basketball, but I've coached boys basketball. These young ladies are much more intelligent. They're much more adept at change and taking in information. I mean, one of them up here has a 4.0 average, so and she doesn't like me to say that, so I won't mention which one it is, but their aptitude for knowledge is incredible. So where it would have been almost impossible to convey, concepts and ideas, they accepted them readily, applied them, and worked on them. It was extremely difficult, and it's probably scary as to where we would have been had we had a summer. What all I could do was reduce the playbook, whittle down the stuff that, pick out something that we could use and run, and then hopefully next year and the years to come we'll be able to get those in there. But, just reducing your playbook, and as a coach, it made you figure out what's important. Like decisions have to be made. What type of coach you're going to be. Are you going to be up tempo? Are you going to be half court? Because you don't have the time to teach both. What kind of defense are you going to play? Am I covering everything? You constantly question yourself. Did I do this? Did I do that? So the season, and I think every coach is going through the same thing. But as I ain't a retentive person like I am, I'm obsessing about it nightly.
And believe it or not, it's like I learn a lot from them. Even though I'm older, I'm the senior of the team, I learn a lot from the younger girls, my point guards, my shooting guards, all of them. And I feel like the chemistry we have now will carry on since the team is so young. They're only losing, 2 of us. I feel like it'll definitely be there next year and probably the year after that. But yeah, it's pretty important.
All right, we want to thank the Cobb County Schools Athletics for allowing us to be a part of the Basketball Media Day. A special thank you and shout out to Coach Moultrie of the South Cobb Eagles, the head boys basketball coach, for the personal invite. We cannot wait to see each and every team in action this year. Good luck to all of you, and we can't wait to see you in action. All right, that's your PSN Spotlight on the Cobb County Schools Basketball Media Day. I'm Damian Lewis with Prep Sports Nation.